Hey history enthusiasts, welcome back to the Edutaining History channel. Have you ever seen those memes of biblically accurate angels floating around the internet? Those terrifying wheels covered in eyes, bizarre multi-faced creatures with wings in every direction, and beings that look like they stepped straight out of a Lovecraftian nightmare. Today I'm going to reveal why these biblical angels look so utterly terrifying, where these descriptions actually come from and what they really mean. But here's the thing. Those popular images might not be what you think they are. The truth about biblical angels is far more complex and fascinating than most people realize. When most of us think of angels, we picture beautiful human-like beings with feathery wings, halos, and flowing white robes. Maybe you imagine them playing harps on clouds or appearing as chubby cherubs on Valentine's Day cards. But this image couldn't be further from what the Bible actually describes. The word angel itself comes from the Greek angelos and the Hebrew malach, which simply means messenger. As biblical scholar Wes Huff explains, angel is not what the thing is, it's what the thing does. These beings are messengers of God, but their appearance varies dramatically depending on their specific role and type. What many people don't realize is that the Bible describes several different types of heavenly beings, each with their own distinct appearance and function. Let's break down the three main types that have inspired those terrifying, biblically accurate angel memes. 1. Cherubim. Despite being depicted as cute baby angels in Renaissance art, biblical cherubim are described in Ezekiel as having 4 faces: human, lion, ox, and eagle, 4 wings and straight legs with the soles of their feet like those of a calf. They moved without turning and darted like flashes of lightning. 2 seraphim, described in Isaiah 6, these beings have 6 wings, 2 covering their faces, 2 covering their feet, and 2 for flying. Their name comes from the Hebrew word seraph, meaning to burn, suggesting they appear as burning or fiery beings. 3. Ophanim, or wheels. Perhaps the most alien-looking of all, these are described in Ezekiel as interlocking wheels covered with eyes. They moved alongside the cherubim, and the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. If you're finding this breakdown interesting, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps our channel reach more history lovers like you. But why would divine beings look so terrifying to our modern eyes? The answer lies in understanding the ancient world. In the ancient Near East, divine throne guardians were a common concept. The Babylonians had Lamassu, the Egyptians had sphinxes, and other cultures had similar hybrid creatures guarding their deities. The biblical descriptions of cherubim and seraphim fit within this cultural context. They were divine throne guardians, not the cute cherubs of Valentine's Day cards. These descriptions weren't meant to terrify. They were meant to convey power, otherworldliness, and divine authority. To ancient readers, these descriptions would have signaled these are powerful divine beings rather than these are horrifying monsters. So how did we get from multi-faced, many-winged creatures to the human-like angels we see in most religious art today? The transformation began during the Hellenistic period when Greek and Roman artistic influences started affecting Jewish and early Christian imagery. By the time of the Renaissance, angels had been fully humanized in Western art, appearing as beautiful humans with wings. This artistic evolution reflects a deeper theological shift. As Christianity spread throughout the Greco-Roman world, it adapted its imagery to be more accessible to new converts. The terrifying throne guardians of ancient Hebrew texts became the serene, human-like messengers we recognize today. Interestingly, some of the most detailed descriptions of angels come not from the canonical Bible, but from the Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish religious work that didn't make it into most biblical canons. The Book of Enoch elaborates on the sons of God mentioned in Genesis 6, who saw that the daughters of men were attractive and took them as wives, according to Enoch. These were fallen angels, or watchers, who taught humans forbidden knowledge and whose offspring were the Nephilim, giants who roamed the earth. This text provides some of the earliest detailed descriptions of angels and their hierarchy, influencing later Jewish and Christian angelology, despite not being considered scripture by most traditions. So why do these biblically accurate angels look so scary to modern eyes? There are several reasons. First, they violate our expectations. We're used to seeing angels as beautiful humans with wings. So when confronted with wheels covered in eyes or four-faced creatures, our brains register this as deeply unsettling. Second, they cross into what psychologists call the uncanny valley, things that look almost human but not quite, triggering our instinctive revulsion. Third, they represent the truly other, being so different from us that we struggle to comprehend them. This otherness is precisely what the biblical authors were trying to convey. These aren't just humans with wings, they're entirely different orders of creation. There's actually a theological reason why angels might appear terrifying. In the Bible, almost every angelic appearance begins with the words "fear not," suggesting that the natural human reaction to seeing an angel was terror. This fear wasn't just about their appearance, but about what they represented: direct contact with the divine, an experience so overwhelming that it could inspire both awe and dread. The Hebrew concept of the fear of the Lord encompasses this same paradoxical mixture of reverence and terror. When angels appear in human form in the Bible, they're often not recognized as angels at first. It's only when they reveal their true nature or message that humans realize they've encountered something divine. Our current fascination with biblically accurate angels reflects our culture's broader interest in re-examining religious imagery through a more literal and sometimes more unsettling lens. These images have gone viral partly because they challenge our comfortable assumptions about what divine beings should look like. They remind us that the divine, as conceived in ancient texts, wasn't always comforting or familiar. It was often strange, powerful, and yes, terrifying. So, the next time you see one of those biblically accurate angel memes, remember that you're looking at just one interpretation of complex religious texts. These descriptions were written in a specific cultural context using symbolic language to convey the otherness and power of divine beings. Whether you find these images fascinating, terrifying, or both, they remind us that our modern conceptions of angels have evolved significantly from their biblical origins. What do you think about these biblically accurate angels? Do you find them terrifying or fascinating? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of ancient religious imagery, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Edutaining History channel for more deep dives into history, religion, and culture. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss our weekly uploads where we bring the past to life. If you have any suggestions for other historical topics you'd like us to cover, drop those in the comments too. Your engagement helps shape the future of this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next historical adventure.